I sold this house for over list price in under 4 days. And today I'm going to go through how I prepared this house for the market as a listing agent and what I recommend your agent does for you if you're looking to sell. My most recent listing sold with multiple offers over list price during its first weekend on the market in Shoreline, Washington. My 5-step listing prep plan played a pivotal role in getting the home sold so fast and for over list price, especially since similar homes in the area had been sitting on the market for 20 days or more before receiving any offers and usually selling for under list price. I have listed condos, ultra-luxury new construction homes, and plenty of resale houses, both large and small. Although every listing is different and requires a unique approach, they're more similar than you think. My listing prep plan is broken down into 5 easy-to-follow steps: pre-inspection, repairs, staging, pricing, and finally my favorite part, marketing. And if you're looking for an agent to help you buy or sell, let's set up a call where I can show you how I can help you achieve your real estate goals in Washington State. All my contact information is in the description. Before I break each step down, let's go back to the house at the beginning of this video so you can see the plan in action. I brought the home to market in early February, and honestly, I was a little worried. Similar homes in the neighborhood had been sitting on the market for quite a while and selling under list price, even though the homes appeared to be listed at fair market value. Obviously, this is not what I wanted for my client. The home was in good shape overall, a bit older, and could use some maintenance and upgrades. Once the seller moved out, we were in crunch time to get the home listed. The seller and her family cleared the home of all personal items, got some landscaping done, and got the home cleaned. I was given a clean, empty home and had about a week to get it prepped for the market. While she was moving out and packing up the home, we got the home pre-inspected. And later in this video, I'll tell you why this is a must-do step before listing a home. Our plan was to sell the home as is, but there were a few simple cosmetic issues that would be easy to repair. I made a list of what I wanted to get done, scraped some paint off the wall to get an accurate paint match, ran to Home Depot, and got to work. We repainted 2 walls, patched up countless holes and scratches, did touch-up paint throughout the whole home, and handled a few small repairs. One night of painting and my infamous paint sweats, which, trust me, are absolutely necessary as I am a very messy painter, I was feeling pretty confident about how the home was coming together. The very next day, we had a fantastic stager come out to stage the home. They made it look better than we could have ever imagined, so much so that the seller was absolutely shocked and grateful when she was able to see the house for the first time once we fixed it all up before listing. Once staging was complete, we did our final market checks to ensure we were planning to list at an appropriate and fair list price for the home. And then we did our usual market package, which I'll go into in more detail in a minute. Although I was nervous before listing the home, once it was prepped, I was more than confident that it would sell fast when other nearby homes hadn't. And then, bam, we listed on a Thursday afternoon, and shortly after the end of my Saturday open house, I had multiple offers in hand, and by Sunday, we were under contract with one of them. I account properly preparing and properly pricing the home for the success that we had. But more so, I am thankful for a client that put full trust in me to sell her house. She knew we had her best interest in mind and that we were doing everything we could to get her top dollar for her home. She trusted us in preparing it for the market, and she trusted us when we told her our proposed list price. As a result, we're able to sell for significantly more than the neighboring homes and in a fraction of the time. Preparing a home well for the market and pricing correctly is the key to getting top dollar for your home. So let's break down how that 5-step plan worked for this listing and what you should be asking your agent about for your home listing. Although not everyone agrees with me on this, I always recommend a pre-inspection. A pre-inspection gives buyers peace of mind, allows for cleaner offers without an inspection contingency, which often saves the seller money. When I'm working with a buyer and my offer gets accepted with an inspection contingency, I am always asking the seller to make repairs or pay for a portion of my buyer's closing costs so that they can make repairs. Although I love doing this for my buyers, this is not something I want buyers doing to my sellers. Also, keep in mind that offers with the least amount of contingencies are always better. We got the Shoreline home pre-inspected so that there would be no surprises. Repairs on the home. This really depends on the home. Some homes are sold as is, while others we want to make as many repairs as possible to clean up their inspection report and make it that much more attractive to potential buyers. I always talk to my sellers about how much money they're comfortable spending and what that return on investment would look like. My brokerage offers packages for sellers so they don't have to pay money up front for repairs if they don't want to. Instead, it would come out of their closing costs. And although getting repairs done is very situational, what is not situational, unless the house is a complete teardown or a major remodel, is touching up aesthetic things where we can. This can be as easy as $50 spent at Home Depot in paint match, brushes, and spackle to patch small holes and repaint where needed. This is going to help you to present your home as best as possible. Staging. Staging is so important. If possible, I always recommend for the home to be vacant in order to do a full stage. This allows the home to present the best and for the potential buyers to envision themselves in the home without the perception of who the previous owners were and how they lived. With that said, I know it is often not realistic for a home to be vacant prior to selling. In that case, I would recommend having a stager walk through the home and do a consultation, recommending what the seller should remove from the home and if they would like to bring in some items to partially stage the home. This will help get the house cleaned up, looking good with some of the seller's items while removing all personal items, any unnecessary decor, and so on. Plus, this helps the seller get a head start on packing. Touring a staged home versus a completely unstaged home is night and day. Now on to pricing. This step varies more than the others as there are so many variables that go into properly pricing a home. The location, amenities, surrounding areas, comparable homes, size, school district, the list goes on. The best way to land on a price is to do a CMA on your home using recent comparable listings. This will give me a sense of what people are paying for homes that are similar to yours. But keep in mind, if you list too high, you run the risk of sitting on the market for longer, getting fewer offers, and ultimately making less money than you could have had your home been priced fairly. In a competitive market, a fairly priced home often gets bid up, and you may walk away with more than you would have if you had tried to list the house from that much from the get-go. Now, this definitely differs with price points, as I would price an ultra-luxury home slightly different, but is a good general rule. I also call all similar pending listings nearby to speak with the listing agents on how many offers they received, feedback they received, and so on. This can be extremely beneficial, especially in a competitive market, as it's important to know how many offers homes are getting and how much over list price they're selling for, which is not something that is showed online until the home has been marked as sold. Pricing is a delicate balance, and I recommend listening to your realtor's pricing recommendations along with your ideal or expected sales price to find the list price that is most likely to help your home sell for top dollar and in the least amount of time. And now, on to marketing. I could do a whole video on just this, but for the sake of time, don't hire an agent that is not going to put in the time and money to best market your home. This starts with professional photos and videos. The first impression people get of a home these days are the listing photos viewed via the MLS or whatever search engine a buyer is using. The way the home is portrayed in photos is huge. Are the photos light and bright enough? Does the house look cleaned up? The last thing I want to see is a dimly lit photo taken on a phone. And I know phone cameras can do some pretty incredible things these days, but I think you know which kinds of photos I'm referring to. Do listing and social media videos. I go above and beyond in the video department, but at a minimum, you should have a listing video posted on the listing. This is huge for out-of-state buyers or buyers that may live a ways away and need to see if the flow of the home would be right for them, or if it really makes making the trip all the way to your house worth it. Sometimes a home looks so much better on video than it even does in the highest quality of photos. Along with that, I personally do a full home walkthrough and short form content for digital marketing. Floor plans also help significantly with this. Along with all of the media, I'm a big proponent of high quality flyers. You know, the nice thick paper and the well thought out design. Does this really help sell a home? Maybe not. But there's something about the way it makes you feel to be handed something aesthetically pleasing and high quality when entering a home, as opposed to a flimsy piece of printer paper and low quality imaging. I'll also include a features and/or updates insert to my flyer if applicable. Along with all of these things, there are some smaller things I do as well. My brokerages gets my listings posted on multiple international sites. I also always make a custom listing website and staple the QR code to my listing sign and pointer signs for those walking or driving around the neighborhood. I send out an email to my sphere of buyers and agents. I invite neighbors to my open house. I host a broker's open and weekend open houses and post silent talkers throughout the house. So buyers getting tours from their agents are still able to learn all of the features of the home even when I'm not there. By implementing this simple 5-step plan into my listing, I was able to sell quickly and for over asking price, netting my client the most return on her investment. If you're an agent, you can use these exact same steps for your next listing, and if you're someone looking to sell your home in the near future, go over this with any agent you're interviewing and see what their plan is each step of the way. If you'd like more information on how I can help you sell your home in the greater Seattle area, or if you're looking to move here, send me an email and let's chat. As always, my name is Chaffey Lakic, and I'll see you in the next one.